I was just hanging out up here on my little AFK spot on the oil storage tank pillar, which is this is the third oil well still getting processed by the refinery. Wait, where's the refinery? I've moved it underground like I said I would, and I see a little dark spot right here too. New mobs within the perimeter. Yeah, so I just moved it underground. I trying to keep this above ground portion looking as aesthetically pleasing as possible, trying not to get too industrial, even though this is all about machines. I want to keep them a little understated and more in the background. This will also have a good has a good reasoning behind this for isolating these engines and the refinery, because I've heard things can go wrong and these can explode. So just in case, I've got them isolated from everything else. So if this goes, it won't take out the oil storage tanks. Minimal amount of pipe, because there's quite a bit of the oil and the fuel that gets stored in the pipes themselves. Um, and most importantly, the main fuel tank over here, which is getting pretty substantially, I won't call it full yet, but it's got a fair amount of stuff in it. We've got almost a million fuel and counting pretty quickly now. So yeah, this is giant blast wall between this stuff and the tank and the oil up there. So if this goes, it won't take anything else with it. I was getting a little scared because I had a couple issues where these were getting red hot and they weren't getting enough water, and that's part of my caution here. I managed to catch it in time and turn it off. Um, these have to be by the refinery without losing too much power over this, so these kind of have to be a unit. But the thing that I think was keeping me from getting enough water was that I had mistakenly put a wood waterproof pipe coming out of these aqueous accumulators, and they don't need it, and I think it was actually restricting the flow. So I just did gold piping all the way, and I also have it coming in two places in the engines. I don't know if that makes any difference. All the other ones, all the other engines also now have their own aqueous accumulators. I'll show you up there, rather than trying to pipe these all over the place. Decided to play it safe. Every combustion engine gets an aqueous accumulator and its own little water setup to go with it, so that everything's going to stay nice and cool, and hopefully we can go back and forth and load and unload chunks without blowing anything up. Yeah, so this is processing away in our little below ground refinery. Uh, and like I said, this is filling up nicely. I don't know, I just get so much pleasure out of coming here and just checking the rising level. I could play just doing that for a while. I'm sure I'd get over it. I'm tempted to go hook up the next oil well, but I kind of want to do them one at a time, just so I can fill this up from zero, just to see how much we get per oil well. Yeah, so the little forestry machine over here, tree machine, tree farm, it's got its own aqueous accumulator right here, and everything's nice and happy and green. And then, yeah, the cactus farm as well. Eventually, not too long from now, I think I may be able to dismantle the cactus farm, because I don't know how much waterproofing we're going to need, but that's full of cactus, and that's full of cactus green. I figure when that's full of cactus and that's full of cactus green, we'll turn this off for a while, maybe even harvest all these cactuses so they're not cacti, so they're not in the way. This one's, whoops, forgot that's in the way. This one has its own aqueous accumulator kind of hidden down under there. It's right there, surrounded by water and under the ground. So it's got its own. I got all that piping back that I had put underground to it, and yeah, this also has the fuel lines under there, and it's all underground piping straight from the tank. And then we also have the fuel line going underground all the way to the wheat farm, which is clicking away as well. It's got its own aqueous accumulator over here, which is also doing well. We're nice and green and full of fuel. These use remarkably little fuel, it seems like. I'm pretty happy with the fuel usage. So from just the 4 oil wells, I think we're going to be working these for quite a while. And by the time we run out of petroleum, just in the near vicinity anyway of what we've found, I think we're going to have more wood and more cactus and more wheat than we can use for a while. The wheat's kind of the slowest. It's just kind of because of the generation of wheat, and there's really not a whole lot of farmland with this part of the mod. But hey, I'm not complaining. This is easier than harvesting it myself or Nilo doing it, and just got to keep. Whoops, don't want that there. I was trying to look in you, and yeah, just gotta keep it full of seeds. I did notice that it does need some dirt in it. Apparently the dirt is used every time it needs to retill. Ooh, hey, stop it. It uses up a whole dirt. But with the quarries and stuff, dirt's not in short supply. I don't know how they get untilled, because no matter how much I jump on them, it doesn't seem to mess them up. But occasionally one of them will become untilled, and then it uses a piece of dirt to fix it. So as soon as we get our steel going, we'll make an automatic cow feeder, and we're going to move the cows down to this lower area for their pasture. I'm just harvesting sugarcane every time I think of it, and we'll probably have way more than enough sugarcane for a while too. But eventually we may need to make a new sugarcane farm. So next projects are, we need to finish the sorting room over at the quarry. I got a small project I'm going to do sometime in the near future too. I may show you, I may not, but I want to kind of decorate this a little bit, maybe put some foliage around it so you don't see this little mechanic right here, and the trees don't look quite so floaty. I kind of appreciate the floatiness of them, but yeah, we're going to spruce up our entrance a little bit, hide the redstone a little bit more and the tripwires. But I'm going to probably take a moment to get prepared. But next time you see me, I am going to be over here, and I'm going to start the sorting system finally, and then show you how I'm going to build that. It almost looks like we built the back half out of glass walls, but we didn't. And yeah, one of these days I'm going to update the texture pack too, so we actually get some nice looking glass and the nice curvy sand and all of that stuff. And I haven't updated the Feed the Beast texture pack yet. I'm recording way ahead of what I've actually edited and put up. I don't know how many episodes that we're ahead right now, so at some point I got to buckle down and stop playing and start editing. I wanted to get the quarry going before I did that, so that while I'm editing, the quarry could be filling the room full of goodies. I just feel so incomplete with that not running. But at the time I'm recording this part right now, they are starting to put updated mod packs for 1.4.6 on the Feed the Beast launcher, which I'm very interested in. I'm not sure if that's going to mess us up. We've put so much work into this, I don't really want to have to start a new world. I don't think that's really an option for me in my time frame and my real life. I've already sacrificed quite a bit to do as much as I've done here. But yeah, the Minecraft server is starting over, and it's probably because of a world generation issues, ores and stuff that need to be had that won't be in here. I'm sure we could always use Mistcraft just to create parallel worlds that will have that world generation, hopefully once we update. But I'll probably have figured it out by the time you listen to this. But yeah, if you know answers about updates and world generation and whether we're going to be able to just continue on this world just fine, please let me know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to prepare to build the sorting system, the very next thing. And at some point we're going to need to go to the nether and finish getting those blaze rods and stuff too. We might have a little tangent on that, but this needs to be done, and it's ready to be done. Okay. But of course, I always think of one more thing that I need to do the thing that I said I was going to do. So I actually need more redstone to do the sorting system. And to go mine for more redstone, I get impatient with how quickly my inventory runs out, so I decided I need some backpacks. I wanted a miner's backpack, which will hold ores, and I want a digger's backpack, which will hold your normal blocks like cobblestone, dirt, gravel, sand, I think, stuff like that. Now the normal ones require 4 spider string each, which I need. I don't. I only have like 2 or 3. Actually, I have 7 now from coming over here. But I want to get to the woven backpacks, which hold 45 items each. Then I will be able to hold so much stuff. I can mine for days, never come back, dig to the end of the world. And to do that requires a few pieces of, or I forget how many, it's actually quite a few of woven silk, which is only 9 strings put into the carpenter. So to get those things, I've come over to our spider spawner. I don't have the portal gun with me to move this up a little bit. I will do that eventually. But I've made the simplest kind of mob trap possible, and I've carved out 3 blocks in those 2 directions and 4 blocks, and oops, I need to go 1 more block this way in those directions. We'll do that real quickly, and then I'm going to start this thing up. I just was making a little wall here to keep us nice and safe while we're in here. I don't want creepers coming and blowing up our nice spider spawner. But yeah, if you don't know how to tell which is 4 and which is 3 on a spawner, I can tell you. I'm hearing some zombies. It's very close. And I don't really want to mess with them. Oh, there's some redstone. I have to go get that. I need to put a door in this place too. Let me just close this up. I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay. So now it's right. Just the way you tell, in case you don't know, I'm sure this is getting to be pretty common knowledge. But if you stand on the spawner or near it, if you go this way and your X goes up, and you go this way and your Z goes up, basically so the coordinates go up when you move forward and right, that means that this area over here in the opposite direction from things going up are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this direction they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's all the area that the spiders can spawn in. So we're gonna break the torches, and spiders are real easy to make a real simple mob trap with, because they are too wide. So all you gotta do. Oh, there are already some. Let me get out of here. Ah, okay. He's not gonna let me. I'll kill you now. Where'd you go? There you go. Just come out here and let them spawn, and just hit them through the doorway, and they can't come out and get you, except if you're in there turning the lights off. Turn that off. And then in here I've put slabs down so no mobs can spawn in here, because I needed it to be pitch black in there. So I counted back from here from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is how much light is right there. So I know that this is 0, and no mobs will spawn here while I'm standing here anyway. But this while I'm gone, and I'll need to put the lights back on in here when I go anyway. But yeah, just keeping it nice and dark. And you can kind of hop in there and grab the loot while they're waiting to respawn. And I need a little space in my inventory. So yeah, very simple spider spawner. Now I'm going to get some string. There you go. Even made it a little easier. Lots of nice slits to hit them through. And the nano blade is overkill, but it's so much fun. And with this I can even see when they're hiding on the ceiling right there, because I can see all the way through. Go get my stuff before the next ones. Woo. Wow, that was a lot of them. No. Gonna get up to level 30 this way too. And by the way, I'm using the new lap pack so that the blade doesn't run out so quickly. And that should be more than enough. I figured also I need a stack. There's 7 woven silk per the woven backpack, so which is 63. So I basically need a stack per backpack. I think the 15 ones would do me well enough to start with, but hey, this is too much fun. Stuff. La la la. And I made it up to level 30 while I was down there. I'm not quite done, but I thought I'd come up and enchant my pants. What do we get? Fire protection 4. Yeah, that's okay. I really wanted something to protect me from creepers, keep me from being a one-hit kill from them. But I guess I'll take it. Okay. Back to it to complete my second stack of string. Just want to show you this. I'd never seen this come from a spider spawner. Apparently you can get spider jockeys from them. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, let's gotta take care of him. Yes. I let myself get hit so I could show the viewers. So that was news to me. Woohoo! Alright, time to get out of here. By the way, that was working on my third stack. Well, it turns out I did all that for nothing because there is no recipe for 9 string to become silk. Apparently, this woven silk is actually from silk wisps. I just assumed these were string. And silk wisps come from centrifuging silky propolis, and you get a 60% chance of a silk wisp. So not at all. So anyway, we have a bunch of string for whatever else we need it for, but I can make the basic backpacks, which I'll do now. So to do this, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to need 2 chests straight off. So let's get those. Let's put them right in the middle here. And so one of them, well, they both use wool, and they both use 2 string right here. And then so one of them wants iron. That is our miner's backpack with 15 slots for you know, stuff you dig up. And then one of them uses smooth stone, and that's our digger's backpack. So we now have 30 more slots in our inventory. Not too bad. Correction for people who might want to exact. Actually, I have 28 more slots in my inventory because I used up 2 for the backpacks. Okay. Oh, and let's just check these out. You click to access the backpack, and then let's see. Let's put a piece of cobble down. Oop. Okay, and then when oh, it went into there. Oh, probably because I have a stack of it. What if I didn't have a stack of cobble? Let's see. Let's put that away. Here, put the cobble away, and give me 1. All right. 1 cobble. Yep, it's in there. So that should be in the diggers. I gotta click with it. It's the blue one. There it is. And then I could bring it out like that. Awesome. And then one more test. Let's see if they work when they're up there. Do they have to be in my hotbar? Let's make a piece of cobble. Nope. It still works. They don't have to be down there. And that's awesome. I have to put them down here to access them. Awesome, 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 awesome. Mining has just changed again. Alright, That was a tangent. I said I wouldn't go on one, but I did. So there. Now I gotta go get some redstone. While I was mining for redstone, I found 7 more diamonds and got up past 30 experience. So I'm gonna try a second pair of pants. Try to make one that can save my life, because I came close to it with creepers several more times. No! Not a second time. Oh my goodness. Okay.